If you head up the road from Quobba Station about 60 kilometers, you come to a battered old sign for the Camp of the Moon. Since the 1960s, people have been coming here for the untouched fishing and one of the best left-hander waves in the world. Aptly named, Red Bluff features a wide bay that sweeps out into the ocean at the foot of a giant red hill. The bluff protects the bay from the constant barrage of southern winds and forces the swell to wrap around, forming a perfect left-hand point break over a shallow reef. The waves here are hollow. The reef is razor sharp, with holes full of sea urchins with poison spines, and the local shark population is very, very healthy. Dubbed Camp of the Moon by wary surf magazine editors who didn't want to give the spot away, this natural wonder has still managed to draw pilgrims from around the world. The accommodation at Red Bluff is simple. Over the years, they've added some eco toilets to help keep the place clean, but the old fishing shacks with names like the Green Room and Stoney's Shack still remain, and the atmosphere of this place is far closer to a Balinese island than someplace on the Australian mainland. In the mid-1980s, a bloke by the name of Phil Ogden decided to clean up Red Bluff and to turn it into a surf camp. When I found out he was here too, I had to go say hello.
So Phil, there is really something special about this place. What do you think it is? I mean, is it just because it's a little bit more difficult to get to?
The isolation is pretty, appealing to. That is an appealing factor for sure. But yeah, it's just a comforting sort of place. It's like a lot of people, they feel at home here. Yeah. There's a lot of hostile, barren coastline, and you get the vibe that it could kill you, or this place, it just makes you feel good. This whole stretch of coast from here to Exmouth, the whole thing's pretty awesome, really.
So, how did you end up setting this up as a running outfit as Red Bluff, the campground that we're in now?
Like I said, my first few surfs kind of really spoke to me. I thought, well, this is a pretty exceptional wave, and when we first come here, there was there's no toilets, or the sand dunes weren't fenced. There was, all the fishermen who were here before us, they used to bury their rubbish and stuff. So there's a few health issues and things, with lack of sanitation and things. So I could pretty well see my job becoming inevitable. I didn't really give it too much thought. In the end, I put my hand up for it, Yeah, I thought, I love the joint. Why not do something for the place,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So what have you got here in terms of facilities at Red Bluff for campers?
We got about 45 campsites. We got 17 toilets spread out over 100 acres. We got like 8 or 10 of these shacks that you can hang out in. Yeah, that's pretty well it. The main attraction's the water,
These are good days, somewhere shady, where you can hang out.
Shade
makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, no, shade's a premium. It really is.
Craike is a local boy from Carlisle who is a professional surfer for Quicksilver these days. He was in the area doing some filming, and we caught up and talked about the synergy between four-wheel driving and surfing destinations.
When was the first time you came up here?
Well, how old was I when I was first up here?
4.
4, must have been 4, and yeah, Mum and Dad used to camp out here for months, didn't ya?
Do 3 months at a time.
But
It's good training.
3 months running around in the nude. It's good. Yeah, but it's a special place, it's a pretty magical spot, and to have that wave right there and be able to kick back and have a few beers and watch the surf, and then Nalu just down the road, that's one of the best left-handers in the world and one of the heaviest. It's a scary world-class wave, and that's people travel from a long way to come and surf that. So,
well, even if you're in Australia, you still have to travel a lot.
Yeah, that's WA for you, isn't it? Everything's friggin' 6 hours apart, which I guess that kind of make it special too. Yeah.
Just been up for an amazing surf up at Red Bluff this morning, and Craig's gone off for a bit of a wander, so I figured I'd have a sneaky look at his camper trailer while he's gone.
Past few weeks we've been traveling around in this. It's a Jono's Evolution, and this kitchen is amazing. It's cooked us 3 meals a day, and the good thing about having this Sovereign is you don't have to just have a plain old sandwich. You can actually toast it, have something a bit different. We've had roast on this thing. It's a great kitchen. The wok means you can boil up water twice as fast as what you normally get with the sort of camper trailer stove. And there's a place for everything here. You know, plenty of bench space. All the stuff we use every day, coffee, salt, tea, and all that stuff. It's all right there at hand. And you can pull it out on the side of the road anywhere. It's been, it's been indispensable, really. For the past 2 weeks, I've been giving Craige a bit of a jab in the guts because he's had to tow this trailer around. But after sleeping in his swag on the ground for the same period of time, I'm starting to get a little bit jealous. He's put this thing up pretty quickly for overnight stops. You don't need to put any poles up or anything. Just folds out, you're in. Craig's got a big Evercooler here, which I'm pretty sure is completely full of beer. But I've seen other campers where they pretty much use that as a wardrobe, basically. Keep all your clothes and stuff in there so you can get to them in and out. Another nifty thing that you get on Jono's, and I haven't seen anywhere else, is little bits of Velcro around the camper, inside and out. Really handy. You can hang storage bags in them, or in Craig's case, you can hang the TV up there and watch the rugby and still get your beer from the fridge while you're in bed. Every night on this trip, we've had a fire. Now, it doesn't look like much, but there's a box just behind the toolbox here that'll hold about 2 days worth of wood. Best way to get in there is with the chainsaw. Where do you put the chainsaw when you're camping? The Evolution has a nice little chainsaw box there, which is big enough for your chainsaw, gloves, few tools, and oil and everything for it. That's pretty brilliant. There's never a good place to put your chainsaw when you're camping. You got the high lift there, easy to get to, and again, you don't have to put it up on your roof rack or in the back of your car. Spare, and a massive toolbox here. On this side of the Evolution, you can see the same dedication to life on the road that I was talking about before. There's a Coleman hot water service. Great solution, simple. If anything does break, it's easy to fix or replace without pulling the whole camper trailer apart. Got backup water supply here. There's a 12-volt pump on the kitchen, but it's nice having the peace of mind of knowing that I can still get to my water if that breaks, or something doesn't work right, or if I run out of batteries. There's 2 water tanks, 65 liters each, and they've got great bash protection underneath, which on these roads is really important. The ultimate test of this camper trailer, any product out here, is can it get you to the places you've always dreamed of going with no problems? And the Evolution does that really well.